with the Needham Police Department, what training have you received in regard to collection of biological samples?
I've been certified by the Mass State Police since 2015 in collecting DNA.
Now, can you explain just briefly to the jury sort of what that process of certification entailed? Sort of how did you become certified?
Excuse me. So specifically, I was certified in DNA buccal swab, which is the process of obtaining cells suitable for comparison, DNA comparison, by swabbing a person's cheek, cells, and gums.
And that certification that you received, is that up to date at this point?
It is.
Now, at some point on January 16th of 2024, did you have occasion to collect buccal swabs or samples in relation to this case?
I did.
And before I get to that, just briefly, as far as with your work as a Needham police detective and or sergeant, you had no involvement with any investigation either by the Canton Police or the state police in relation to any incident in the town of Canton, correct?
Correct.
Now, with respect to that date of January 16th, where did you go?
I went to Norfolk County DA's office in Canton.
And who did you meet with, or who did you collect samples from on that occasion?
I collected samples from Trooper Proctor and Sergeant Buchanan.
And again, briefly, can you explain to the jury the process of that collection of samples from Sergeant Buchanan and Trooper Proctor?
Mm-hmm. So I swabbed the inside of their mouths with a cotton swab. I let it air dry, put it in the kit, sealed it, and photographed it.
And then following your collection, what did you do with those collections once you had them?
I brought that back to the Needham Police Department and entered it into the evidence locker.
And as far as that collection process that you were describing, did you do that in conformity with the training and the certification that you referenced earlier?
I did.
Now, with reference to those items, at some point were you informed that those items were to be transferred or transported to a Bodie Technology Lab in Lorton, Virginia?
Yes.
And were there any specific instructions as far as shipping that you received from the lab in reference to those items?
There were.
And did you comply with those instructions as far as how those items were shipped from the Needham Police Department to the Bodie Lab in Virginia?
Yes.
I have nothing further. Thank you.
Any questions from the defense?
Very briefly, Judge. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Were you ever asked to do any buccal swabs of Chief Berkowitz of the Canton Police Department?
I'll allow that.
No.
Were you ever asked to do any buccal swabs of Detective Kevin Albert of the Canton Police Department?
No.
Were you ever asked to do any buccal swabs of Lieutenant Brian Tully of the Massachusetts State Police?
No.
Thank you. I have nothing further.
Anything, Mr. Lally?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you very much, Sergeant. You're all set.
Thank you.
Next witness for the Commonwealth.
Commonwealth calls Maureen Hartnett.
Oh.
Follow me, ma'am.
You solemnly swear the evidence you give to the court and jury in the case down here is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, I do.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You can sit or stand wherever you're comfortable. Just please keep your voice up, okay?
Yes.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Brennan.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could you please introduce yourself to the jury and offer the spelling of your last name?
My name is Maureen Hartnett, Hartnett.
Could you tell us where you presently work?
I work at the Massachusetts State Police Crime Laboratory.
Before you began working at the Massachusetts State Police Crime Laboratory, did you receive any education, any further schooling after high school?
Yes, I did.
Could you share that with us?
I have a bachelor's degree in biology from Bridgewater State University and a master's degree in forensic science from the University of New Haven.
After you graduated with your master's, did you begin working at the crime laboratory or did you work somewhere else before?
I began working at the Massachusetts State Police Crime Laboratory.
How long have you worked at the Massachusetts State Police Crime Laboratory for?
I've worked there in total approximately 9 years.